Have you ever had a crisis of faith? A moment, maybe in the middle of the night, when you've looked at your life and the state of the world and thought, God, are you really here? Are you really in control? If you have, you're in better company than you might think. You're in the company of one of the greatest prophets who ever lived. John the Baptist was the forerunner, the fearless man who ate locusts and wild honey and pointed the way to the Messiah. But in Matthew chapter 11, his circumstances have changed. He's no longer in the wilderness. He's in a dark, cold prison cell, and his faith is being tested.
Now when John heard in prison about the deeds of the Christ, he sent word by his disciples and said to him, "Are you the one who is to come, or shall we look for another?" And Jesus answered them, "Go and tell John what you hear and see. The blind receive their sight, and the lame walk. Lepers are cleansed, and the deaf hear, and the dead are raised up, and the poor have good news preached to them. And blessed is the one who is not offended by me."
Here is the profound theological insight. John's question comes from a place of honest doubt. He expected the Messiah to bring a fiery judgment, to overthrow the corrupt rulers and vindicate the righteous. But from his prison cell, all he could see was that the corrupt were still in power, and he, the righteous prophet, was rotting in jail. So he asks, "Jesus, are you really the one?" And Jesus' answer is brilliant. He doesn't give a philosophical argument. He doesn't just say, "Yes." He points to the evidence. His answer is essentially a list of fulfilled prophecies from the book of Isaiah. He's telling John, "Look at my work." The kingdom isn't arriving with the political fire you expected. It's arriving with quiet, powerful acts of restoration. The proof isn't in the thunder. It's in the healing. For those of us over 40, we've all had our prison cell moments. A difficult diagnosis, a financial crisis, a prodigal child. Times when God's plan looks nothing like what we expected or prayed for. In those moments of darkness, our faith can waver. We ask, "God, are you really the one I've trusted all these years?" Jesus' answer to us is the same as his answer to John. Look for the evidence. The proof of his presence is not always in the dramatic, life-altering miracle we demand. It's often in the small, quiet acts of restoration all around us. So, the next time you feel a wave of doubt, don't demand that God prove himself with a spectacular sign. Instead, stop and deliberately look for the evidence. Find one small act of healing, one quiet moment of grace, one piece of good news in your life or the world around you, and say, "Thank you, Lord." That is enough for today.